My fiancé said, "If you can't accept my past, then we have no future." When I found her ex's love letters in her drawer, I said, "I accept everything." Then I made a decision about our future that she never expected. What I did with the wedding invitations. I, 34 male, was looking for passport renewal forms in my fiancé Harper's home office when I found them. Bottom drawer of her desk, underneath tax documents. A bundle of letters tied with a red ribbon. Love letters, dated from last year, 6 months into our relationship. From someone named Caleb. My hands shook as I read the first one. "My darling Harper, last night was magical. I know what we have is complicated, but I can't stop thinking about you." The dates lined up with her work conferences, the business trips I'd driven her to the airport for, kissed her goodbye, told her I loved her, kept reading, each letter more damning, details about their nights together. Plans to leave their respective partners, him begging her to choose him. The last letter was dated 3 months ago, 2 weeks after I proposed. "Harper, I understand your choice. He can give you the stability I can't, but know that I'll always love you. If you change your mind, I'll be waiting. Forever yours, Caleb." I sat there on her office floor, surrounded by evidence of betrayal. We were getting married in 2 months, 180 people invited, deposits paid, her dress hanging in our closet. Put the letters back exactly as I found them, went to the living room, poured myself whiskey, waited. Harper came home from her marketing job around 6 p.m. "Harper. Hey babe, good day?" "Interesting day. Found what I was looking for in your office." "Oh good. Did you mail the passport stuff?" "Found some other papers too." Bottom drawer. She froze, that guilty freeze when someone knows exactly what you found. "I can explain." "I'm listening." Sitting down nervously. "Those letters, they're from my past. Dated 6 months ago, when we were together." "It's complicated." Taking a deep breath. "Caleb was someone I dated before you. We had unfinished business." "Unfinished business you finished during work trips?" "It wasn't supposed to happen. When I went to that conference he was there. We talked, had drinks, and cheated on me." Getting defensive. "It wasn't like that. It was closure." "Me? Closure that required multiple meetings? Love letters? Plans to leave me?" "I chose you. I'm marrying you." After he couldn't give you stability, his words, not mine. She started crying, but not guilty tears, angry tears. "You had no right to go through my private things?" "Me, your private love letters from your affair partner?" "It wasn't an affair. It was complicated feelings from my past. That became present feelings. While you were with me." Standing up, getting louder. "If you can't accept my past, then we have no future." "I accept everything." "What?" "I accept that you cheated, that you lied, that you chose me for stability, not love. I accept all of it." "So we can move forward?" "Oh, we're definitely moving forward. Just not together." Don't be dramatic, Elliot. Every relationship has challenges. Infidelity isn't a challenge, it's a choice, one you made repeatedly. She switched tactics, tried to minimize. "Harper, it was just a few times, it meant nothing." The letters say otherwise. "Caleb was emotional. I never said those things back." "You met with him multiple times, that's saying everything." "Fine. I made a mistake, but I chose you. Doesn't that count for something?" "Me. It counts for exactly what it is. You settling for stability. That's not, I love you." "You love what I provide. There's a difference." Stood up to leave. "Where are you going?" "We have wedding planning tomorrow." "Cancel it. I have other plans for the invitations." Spent that night at a hotel. Started making my own plans. See, Harper had made one crucial error. She'd put me in charge of mailing the wedding invitations. They were sitting in boxes in my car, stamped and ready. But they weren't going to announce a wedding anymore. Spent the next day crafting a different insert. Same elegant cardstock, same beautiful calligraphy font. Different message. "Dear friends and family, we regret to inform you that the wedding of Harper Mills and Elliot Chen has been canceled due to the discovery of infidelity. In lieu of gifts, we ask that you share this reminder. Relationships require honesty, loyalty, and genuine love, not just stability. Thank you for your understanding." Printed 180 copies, carefully replaced the original inserts, mailed them all. Then I texted Harper, "Me, invitations are sent. Modified them slightly to reflect our new situation. What? Modified how? Me, you'll see. Your family should receive theirs in 2-3 days. My phone immediately exploded. What did you do? Elliot, answer me. This isn't funny. We need to talk now. Turned off my phone. Had preparations to make. Update 1. The fallout begins. By Thursday, the invitations started arriving. My phone became unusable from the constant calls and texts. Harper went from demanding to pleading to threatening in record time. But the first call I actually answered was from her mother, Diane. Diane, Elliot, sweetheart, we just received the invitation? Is this some kind of joke? Me, no joke, Diane. Harper had an affair. Wedding's off. An affair? That's impossible. Harper would never. Found love letters from her ex, Caleb, dated during our relationship. There must be a misunderstanding. Hard to misunderstand. Last night was magical and I'll always love you. Silence. Then, that little, surely you two can work through this? Would you work through it if Harold cheated? That's different. How? Couldn't answer that, because it wasn't different. Meanwhile, Harper was in full damage control mode. Posted on Facebook. To everyone who received a malicious wedding update, please disregard. Elliot and I are working through a private matter. The wedding is still on. Can't wait to celebrate with you all. The comments were brutal. Girl, he put infidelity on the cards. Still on? Ma'am, he called you out to 180 people. Team Elliot, Tibaha. Imagine thinking the wedding's still happening after this. Her sister Piper called me. Piper, Elliot, what the hell? You humiliated her. Me, she humiliated herself. I just informed people. You could have handled this privately, like she handled her affair privately. It wasn't an, look, Harper told me everything. It was just closure with Caleb. Me, closure multiple times over several months? She chose you. Because Caleb couldn't provide stability. I read the letters, Piper. Those were private. So was our relationship supposed to be. But Harper wasn't done. She showed up at my work Friday morning, made a scene in the lobby. We need to talk. You can't just destroy my life over a mistake. Sir, do you know this woman? My ex-fiancée? She's leaving. Harper, I'm not leaving until we talk. Then I'll call the police. Your choice. You're being cruel. One mistake shouldn't end everything. Wasn't one mistake, was multiple choices over months. Goodbye, Harper. Security escorted her out. But she'd accomplished her goal. Everyone at work now knew our drama. My boss pulled me aside. Everything okay, Elliot? Me, personal situation. Won't affect my work. The wedding? Cancelled. Found out about infidelity. I'm sorry, take time if you need it. Actually, could I take next Friday off? Have some appointments. Of course. Those appointments? With vendors, wedding vendors who needed to know the truth. Started with the venue. Showed them the cancellation notice I'd sent out. Venue manager, oh my, this is direct. Me. Figured honesty was best. What's our cancellation situation? Well, you lose the deposit, but given the circumstances, I can offer a partial refund. That's kind, thank you. Between you and me, good for you. We see too many people go through with doomed weddings. The caterer was next, then the photographer, the DJ. Most were sympathetic. Some offered partial refunds they didn't have to, but the best was the dress shop. Harper had put the dress on my credit card. Easier for points, she'd said. Final payment was due next week. Called the shop. Me. Need to discuss the Mills Chen wedding dress order. Shop. Oh yes. Final fitting is Tuesday. Me. Wedding's cancelled. Need to handle the dress situation. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Cancellation this close means... I understand I can't return it, but can I refuse final payment and forfeit the dress? Suppose? But it's a $4,000 dress. That my cheating ex-fiancé wanted. Rather lose the deposit than pay for her to keep it. Oh, yes, we can absolutely do that. Harper lost her mind when she found out. My dress? You canceled my dress? Technically my dress, my credit card. I already showed everyone, it's altered to fit me. Should have thought about that before the affair. You're being petty. Me, I'm being practical. Why would I buy you a wedding dress when there's no wedding? She tried going to the shop directly. They told her she could buy it herself, full price, cash. She didn't have $4,000 cash. Update 2. The ex returned Saturday morning, got an interesting DM on Instagram from Caleb. Hey man, heard about the wedding thing. Sorry it went down like that. Can we talk? Curiosity 1. Called him. Elliot, thanks for calling. Look, I owe you an apology. I'm listening. I didn't know Harper was engaged when we reconnected. She said you guys were on a break. We were never on a break. I know that now. She played us both. How do you figure? She told me she was leaving you, that she just needed time. Meanwhile, she accepted your proposal and planned a whole wedding. While still seeing you. Until 3 months ago, yeah. Then she ghosted me. Now I know why. Securing her stable choice. Me, no offense, but why are you telling me this? Because she's telling everyone I pursued her, that I wouldn't leave her alone, making me the villain. You did write love letters. After she told me she loved me, I've got texts to prove it. This was interesting. What kind of texts? Hold on, I'll send screenshots. What he sent was damning. Harper actively pursuing him, telling him she was working on leaving me, saying she loved him but needed to secure her future first. One text stood out. Harper, just a few more months, baby. Once I get the ring and lock down the wedding, I'll have leverage. Then we can be together properly. Leverage. I was leverage. Me, can I share these? Please do. I'm tired of being painted as some predator. We were both victims here. Appreciate this, man. Caleb. Guys like us gotta stick together against manipulators. Armed with new evidence, I decided to attend the wedding shower Harper's friends were still throwing. Yeah, they still had it planned. The delusion was real. Showed up to the restaurant, about 20 women there, including Harper's mom, sister, and friends. Harper's face when she saw me was priceless. Elliot? What are you doing here? Me, brought a wedding shower gift. Her friend Brooke, this is inappropriate. This is inappropriate. This is a women's event. Me, for a wedding that's not happening? Seems like the whole thing's inappropriate. Just leave, Elliot. You've done enough. One gift first. Pulled out printed screenshots of her texts to Caleb. Started reading aloud. Just a few more months, baby. Once I get the ring and lock down the wedding, I'll have leverage. The room went silent. Elliot's sweet but boring. You're my passion. He's my security. Harper lunged for the papers. I stepped back. After the wedding, I'll have access to his accounts. Then we can plan our future. Her mother gasped. Harper Michelle Mills. Those are fake. He's making this up. Me. Caleb sent them. With metadata, date and timestamps. Want to see? Started passing around the prints. The women read them in horror. Piper. Harper, you said he pursued you. He did. This is out of context. Girl, you called your fiancé boring leverage. What context makes that okay? The shower imploded. Half the women left immediately. Harper's mom was in tears. Diane, how could you? That boy loved you. I love him too. You love my stability. There's a difference. Stop saying that. Stop proving it true. Left them to their ruined party. But Harper wasn't done being entitled, not by a long shot. Final update. The ultimate consequences. The next week, Harper went full nuclear. If she was going down, she'd take me with her. Started with social media. Posted a long Instagram story. When your ex can't handle being dumped, so he ruins your life. Elliot Chen is an abusive, controlling man who isolated me from friends and family. Now he's stalking and harassing me. Ladies, watch out for these nice guys. They're the most dangerous. Tagged my employer. Tagged my LinkedIn. Tagged mutual friends. My lawyer friend Rico called immediately. Rico, bro, you seeing this? Me, yeah. Screen recording everything. This is defamation? Clear cut? Want to pursue it? Me, let her dig deeper first. And dig she did. Created a whole hashtag, Elliot Chen Abuser. Posted receipts. Out of context texts where I asked where she was during her affair trips. Normal relationship questions framed as controlling behavior. Some people bought it, started getting nasty DMs, but others weren't fooled. Someone commented, "Didn't you cheat on him though?" Harper replied, "Having coffee with an old friend isn't cheating. He's paranoid and delusional." That's when I played my final card. Posted one single response on Instagram. Since Harper Mills wants to make our private matter public, here's the truth with actual receipts. 1. Love letters from her affair partner. Swipe for photos. Her texts planning to use me for leverage after marriage. 3. Credit card records showing hotel stays during work trips. For the wedding cancellation, I sent to 180 people, stating the real reason I've stayed quiet out of respect for what we had. But I won't be defamed. Harper, you wanted to discuss our past and future? Let's discuss how you plan to use marriage for financial gain while maintaining an affair. Your body, your choice. Your lies, your consequences. P.S. Still waiting for you to pay me back for the $2,500 work conference that was actually your romantic getaway. Venmo's open. Attached everything. The letters, the texts, the credit card statements showing charges at a resort during her conference. The internet did its thing. Her hashtag got hijacked. Elliot Chen abuser became #Harper Mills liar. Her company's HR started getting tagged. Is this your employee? Comments flooded with, the projection is wild. Tried to frame him as abusive when she cheated. Imagine being this entitled. Pay him back, Harper. But the real consequences came Monday morning. Harper's company called her in. See, she'd used a company card for one of her Caleb trips. Just one night at a hotel bar. But she'd expensed it as client entertainment. Except there was no client meeting that night. Fraud. Even if minor, still fraud. They gave her a choice. Resign quietly or be fired for cause. She resigned. Then came the apartment issue. We'd been living in my condo, but she'd moved out to her friend's place after our breakup. That friend, Brooke, had seen all the evidence at the shower. Brooke texted me, "Hey, just FYI, I asked Harper to leave. Can't trust someone who lies like that." Harper was essentially homeless. Couch surfing. Unemployed. Reputation destroyed. Her mom called me one last time. Elliot, Harper's a bad place. Me, consequences tend to be uncomfortable. She's my daughter. I have to ask, would you consider giving her another chance? Would you trust her after seeing those texts? Sighing, no, I wouldn't. Then you have your answer. She's staying with us now. We're working through things. Good luck with that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry, you deserved better. I know. The final twist came from an unexpected source. Remember those 180 wedding cancellation announcements? One of them reached my colleague's sister, Natalie. She texted him about the brutal but honest cancellation card. He showed her my photo. She asked for my number. 3 weeks later, we had coffee. She said she admired how I handled betrayal with class and facts, not just emotions. We've been dating 6 months now. She jokes that she knew I was honest from day one. After all, I announced my ex's infidelity to 180 people rather than pretend everything was fine. Harper still occasionally tries to rewrite history. Last I heard, she tells people I was emotionally abusive, and she escaped. But everyone who matters knows the truth. The receipts are eternal. The internet doesn't forget. Found out through mutual friends that she's working retail now. Still single. Still blaming everyone but herself. Still insisting she was the victim. Caleb moved across the country. Wanted nothing to do with the drama. Smart man. Me? I learned valuable lessons. Trust your gut when something feels off. Document everything. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't be afraid to tell the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Cheaters often claim victimhood when caught. Harper was right about one thing. If I couldn't accept her past, we had no future. I accepted it all. Her lies, her cheating, her manipulation, her plans to use me. And then I accepted that she deserved exactly none of my future. The wedding invitations? Framed one for myself. A reminder that sometimes the best gift you can give yourself is the truth. Even if you have to mail it to 180 people to make it stick.